Into the Enchanted Forest, Book 1 of the Enchanted Forest series, written by Alicia J. Chumney. Chapter 12. Ethan stumbled over logs and into holes, cursing the forest and the disappearing road. Seafoam the dragon had already given up and taken to the skies. On occasion he could look up and catch a glimpse of the little dragon, using her as a beacon to guide his way home. It had been a week. He was going to miss the assignment of Gabby's additional guards. He secretly hoped to be one of the huntsmen selected to protect her. If he could not be with her, then he definitely wanted to be in a position where he could watch out for her, even if watching her marry and have children with somebody else would break his heart. It was better than being the card that would be her primary bodyguard. Ethan wondered which brother would have that honor. With a plop into a pile of wet leaves, Ethan sighed. He already missed her laugh. He had fallen for it ever since the first day in Dr. Breyer's literature class. It had been pure chance that he had sat down next to her in class. He had no clue about what she would look like, only that she would be in that class, the only class he had planned on taking. If he did not get up and start moving, he would lose sight of Seafoam, and it would be lost in the middle of the enchanted forest. He was not even certain if he had crossed over into Wonderland territory, even though he did not see any bridges. A bridge really meant very little. They had been known to disguise themselves into more and less elaborate crossings. He would give anything to see a talking flower. At least almost anything. Not his heart. He had already given that away. Looking up, he could really stand around could he really stand around guarding her while she was happy with somebody else? Did he really want to give up his chance to be with her? And where was Seafoam? The forest was moving him around in circles. He could not count how many times he had seen that tree stump or this track that Seafoam had left behind. Plopping down on a tree stump, Jack looked up into the sky and wondered what he was doing wrong. Seafoam landed without stirring up any dust and curled herself up to stare at Jack. Are you Ethan right now, or Jack? I never understood that, Jack admitted. She kept switching back and forth between the two. That's because, the little dragon began to explain, sometimes you were friendly and nice, and then you were Ethan. Other times, when you were being Jack, you were stern and unyielding. You were all business and no fun. Letting out a snort that ruffled some leaves around them, Seafoam looked at him blankly. Ethan pulled Princess closer, and Jack pushed her away. So who am I being right now? Tilting her head, are you missing Princess, or do you want to get back to being a huntsman? I miss Gabby, he sighed, leaning against the tree that was behind his makeshift seat. I shouldn't have pushed her away. Suddenly a bridge appeared within his line of vision. The supports looked like mushrooms, and various gemstones and colored stones sparkled in the sun. Seafoam's eyes widened when she noticed that they were shaped like the card suits. Wow, she breathed, so pretty. Suddenly a voice echoed around them, calling for the small dragonette. Seafoam! Ma'am! The turquoise dragon perked up. That's my mother. I wish you luck, and when you see Princess again, let her know that I'll visit someday. Without another word, she leapt into the air and flew away, leaving Jack alone with his thoughts. Taking a deep breath, he stood and went to cross over the Wonderland Bridge. He had not made it very many paces on the other side of the bridge when he heard a purring sound. Lodging in some branches over Jack's head, he noticed a green Cheshire cat. I see you finally realized what our dear princess, already knew. Yes, I love her and I want to be with her. Good. And with a wave of her paw, the brown leaves transformed into the talking flowers, who were upset because he nearly stepped on some of them. The road reformed underneath Ethan's feet, showing him the way home to Gabby.